Hey, what is up everybody? It is No One Shot coming back at you with a Need of Echoes video today. Today we're going to talk about the basics of combat and how to actually do the missions. And we'll go through the basic combat because at first when I started doing the combat, it was confusing. Like, I didn't understand it exactly how it works. And I'm still learning as we speak. So, let's start with the missions. So we get into the missions, we'll click on our face, we'll go to encounters. And let me clear these out since I didn't finish these the other day because I was busy. They call it ratting in this game when you fleet up and you do anomalies with a group, with revving them. That's what I was doing. As you see, I have no current attack ones besides 17 jumps out. So I am going to, actually I'm going to grab this Pyroxy mission, or Pyroxy's mission, because yeah, it pays 250k ISK and I think I might have 500 sitting somewhere. So let's refresh it. Every 30 minutes you can refresh these listings to get missions that are either closer to you or that are just in it. So here we go. Here's one that's 90k ISK, but as you start the game, you'll start at a beginner. So this tab right here where my mouse is will be a beginner. Once you get a higher up to tier 5 or tech level 5 ships, then that's where you'll be, is in this one. But for tier 1 through 4, you'll be in the basics. But if you want to get Pyroxys and you want to make a quick buck and you want to mine the Pyroxys, then I say because I think your Venture Trainer gets about 1500 in it, and you could run to the advanced one, do 3 of those, make 750k ISK, and then pop back down 30 minutes later, and then go back to doing the normal encounters. So this encounter right here is a hostile hunting one. This one right here are a turret system ones where you just jump. That's basically it. These right here are mining. It'll tell you what you need to mine for it. And then there's more PvE, which I need to grab this one because it may be 17 jumps out, but it's for a mission. Because as you see, these right here are missions based ones. So let me look, this one's what, 21 jumps, 25 jumps. That is a long one. That gets you in the story. I haven't got into the story just yet, so let me accept this one close by. And then there's the story missions right here. Basically says you click on them, you look at it, it'll say you need survival of the fittest and sparring trial to get this mission offer, which is to get a chance of getting one of these items in this crate, which I haven't done that yet. So eventually I'll get down to it. So right now I grabbed the mission. I'm currently sitting in a station that I have marked as my base. If you don't mark a certain one as your base when you're actually trying to fight, or someone comes in and pops you in a lower sec space and a 0.5 and under sec space, as up here you can't see because I have my misspelled August goals up here because I don't want to show where I'm at in this game. I do the same thing like I do in Star Trek Fleet Command. But let's get into the mission. So to get to the mission that we're currently on is we go back to our face, we go back to encounters, and then we go find the one we were supposed to do. So this one is not the one I want to do right now. I don't want to have you sit you through that. So this is one jump out. You hit begin, top left side. Once you does it, or it'll actually say right here confirm. Hit confirm, autopilot engage. It'll bring us to the encounter, and from there we'll go on from doing missions. I gotta do a big shout out to Big Meanie from the Eve and Star Trek Fleet Command Discord. He hooked me up with this Vexor Trainer, I think it's called. Vexor Trainer. It is a drone barge. I don't have the proper loadout for drones yet because you need medium drones, and medium drones in this game are expensive right now and I can't afford them currently. So I'm running 4 small drones, 2 Hornets and 2 Warriors. The Warriors are Mark 5, the Hornets are Mark 3. I'm currently running 2 Mark 5 medium rapid fire missile launchers, 2 Mark 5 medium shield boosters, and I can never pronounce this one, Acolyth small capacitor, and then I got 2 Mark 5 medium Nosferatus, so to keep my energy up, so which helps me out a lot in these battles. And only time I use my energy booster is to bump it up if my shields are taking a beating so I don't get into my armor. If you look down here, the first row is your shields, your second row is your armor, and once you start getting into the row down here, that is your structure. You do not want to get into your structure. If you get into your structure, you're gonna have a bad time. Remember, if you blow up in this game, you blow up in this game. You lose your ship. If you're a trainer, you have insurance vouchers and you'll be able to replace it, but you'll lose every single weapon you had on the ship, any rigs that you had on the ship, and any of that kind of stuff, which really sucks. All right, we're coming up on it. So in these ones, you want to go smallest base. So you want to go like Burst, Thrasher, Stabber. You want to go smallest base. So let's acquire our targets. So we hit the icon right here to acquire the targets. For me, I'm going to focus fire on the burst. So we're going to click on focus fire on the burst. And then we're going to click my gun. Oops, it started already. Let's turn my Nosferatu's on. My drones are already going out. And let's click it back on. My gun is going at it. And let me pull my PvP menu up. I'll go over a menu like that later, but I call it PvP, but it'll give me my loot table, any other players that show up in the system, my allies that are around. Right now, as you see, I'm taking a little bit of damage to my shields. So I'm gonna pop my first shield hardener. These abilities, they do reset, and I don't know why you're going after the stabber right away. We are gonna go after him. And I was watching a video, and they say you wanna approach at your optimal range. So I would love to approach at 20, so it would distance me off 20 kilometers out from him, so I would get my optimal for my ship. Let's zoom in on my ship, and we can watch the battle. If we go to observe, we can watch it getting hit by our missiles. And as you can see, I'm 10 kilometers out on the main one. On the other, the stabber is 7 kilometers out. As you see what's pop on the screen, the damage counters and all that jazz going up there. So you can see my drones are doing the job. The little green little triangles floating around on the screen. It's just gonna rinse and repeat till it's done. The ship's done, and it'll tell you if your hits, your misses, yada yada yada. And boom, he's going down in a second. So we click on here, we go to focus fire again, switch our target over. If it's enemy, that's a single one left, we can do a orbit. We can just go around them in 20 yards to get to that menu. So let's go back to my ship. Reset camera. And we can go back to my ship, and if you want to set your default orbit on your ship, you can click on your ship, hold it, click on your ship. Oh wow, the game's just zooming me out all the way. So let's get back to here. I can turn my shield boosters off, and you click on my ship right here, and then you can set your default orbit. You have to click there, and you can set what your default is, but your default is depending on your weapons you have on your ship. I'm a good 20 yards out would be my best one. The combat in this is a little, I think it's more entertaining in my opinion than what we had in Star Trek, just a circle and boom. This one's a little funner. You can see all your hits. If you want to watch it, you just click on the target, hit observe, you watch me get hit. You watch me get pinned down. Right now the stabber's getting hit. This one is usually a autocannon based one, so he's only good up front. As you see, that one is down. We'll be acquiring our new targets. I will be going after the burst first. So the burst, focus fire on the burst when it gets to target lock. Got its target lock. All my drones are going out. I'm just gotta turn my Nosferatu back on. My guns are actually still going at it on their own. Usually in waves, they'll usually stick to it, which is cool. But if sometimes they don't, you just gotta re-click them, re-enable them on the bottom right side. You just click it, and they just do this thing. You don't have to keep clicking them. At first, I thought the same way, where you had to click it. Oh, my shields are getting low. As you see, I'm gonna pop my shield booster, and I'm gonna get my shields back up pretty quickly. I don't really need to focus on Thrasher because I already auto-targeted it for me, which was awesome. I got a little beating because I was talking to you guys on this. And you'll get bounties through this, which pay out every 20 minutes. If you're like doing anomalies, if you're doing anomalies, bounties will pay out every 20 minutes of ISK to your wallet. And you'll get your mission reward at the end of this one. So if you want to do anomaly hopping, you can do anomaly hopping. Those are, depending on what ship you have, are pretty simple to do alone. Last night we were running a group of 10 riding with Reavers in this game. I'm a part of this corporation, and we were doing it, and I was making an average from 300 to 500k ISK an hour doing it with them, which is awesome. All right, I could turn one of my shield boosters off. I only have one left. I just got to focus fire on the stabber. As you see, the stabber's shields are halfway down. As you can see here, the top row, the top circle is the shields, the middle is his armor, and the last one is his structure. That's what you got to look at. In Star Trek, we only had to worry about shields and hull. Shields and hull. That's it. In this, we got to worry about more than shields and hull. We got to worry about our shields, our armor, and our structure, which AKA is our hull. So it's about to go down, and once this battle is over, I'll show you the payout and see if we get a loot out of this one. If there's a loot drop, cool. If not, whatevs. This video is to show off it. I'm gonna run a few of these encounters later so I can get my ISK back up. I spent 3 million ISK in this game this morning alone, getting more skills, and yeah, 3 million ISK. Some of them are really expensive. I was down to 500k the other day, and I was up to 8 mil last night just by ratting, doing missions, doing turn-ins, Boom, it is gone. We have our one more round left. Right now, I'm going to focus fire on the burst. I'm going to burst on the burst. So let's hit the button. My guns are already going at it. Let's make sure my Nosferatu's on. If you can run 2 Nosferatus and 2 shield generators, shield repairs, or shield heals, whatever you want to call them, and you won't get a penalty. But some items, if you run 2 of them, you will get a penalty on them, a percentage penalty. Which, like, if you run 2 of the same rigs, you'll see a percentage penalty by, like, I think it was a 4th or something like that. Nope, we don't want to focus on the stabber. We want to go after the Thrasher. As you see, this is going to be the last round in this one, and the last round for the tier 5 anomalies or tier 5 encounters is 2 stabbers at the end. I know this video is kind of long, kind of drawn out, but I want to show you how the battle goes and show you how it is. Like I said, big shout out to Big Mini for supplying me the ship, and a big shout out to Rev for getting me into this game and teaching me all about it, which is awesome. I learned quite a bit from it and helping me out and pulling me in, bringing me into his alliance. It's awesome. It helps out. And let's see where we're at now. So we're almost done with the Thrasher, which Thrasher you want to get rid of because it has its own Nosferatu's on it, so it's trying to absorb my energy while I'm trying to absorb its energy. All right, we're about to, once that one's down, we're to go after the stabber. So focus fire on the first stabber. We'll get that down in a quick moment. Just a quick one. See, they have auto cannons. If I'm flying around them, they're gonna have a hard time hitting me, like a really hard time hitting me. So let's get it down. What I like about this game, it is a massive server. There aren't specific servers you're on. Everyone is on the same server currently, and it makes for a lot of fun. I've gotten into a few PvP fights the other day with Rev and them. If you watched his video before this, you would have saw him screaming. I was a part of that one. That was fun. In this game, I'm down to PvP, not in Star Trek. This one's funner for PvP. Up, my shields are down a little bit. Let's pop them back up. Since I'm not talking, I'm just talking on the mic and not really paying attention to my shields. And these stabbers take a quick moment to get down, and they just take that little bit of time. And these encounters take about, I want to say, 12, 15 minutes, depending on the size you're doing. Unless you have a group, they'll take like 5 minutes to do like a full-on large-scale anomaly. And if you guys don't know what anomalies are, I would pull my menu up. So I would go to PvP, or my default menu, and I would go to, game's gonna lock up for a second. When you switch menus, that's one glitch I've seen. All right, we go to anomalies. These are anomalies right here. You can go to anomaly and do it. But let me go back to my loot table. All right, we got one more stabber down. So he should go down pretty quickly, hopefully. If I had medium drones, he'd been long gone by this point, but medium drones are about 3 mil a pop in this game, and I require 3 of them, which will cost me 12 million. So I'm hoping my my corporation will build them soon enough, or get the blueprints to build them, so I can just pay them to build it, what the cost of the materials are and the blueprints and the time. That'd be awesome. And in this game, you can lose your drones. If something targets one of your drones, it can go, which would suck to lose a 3 million drone, 3 million-ish drone. But usually people in PvP don't focus on the drones, they focus on you as a ship. They will lock you down, try to warp nullify you, and stop you from leaving and pump you pretty badly. Last night we got a, we beat a character called Naval Issue. It was a 50 million-ish ship. One of our guys warped and locked him, and we pinned him hard. He went down, and he lost all his goods. And he couldn't insure that ship, so that was an expensive loss right there for him. Like, in this game, we're out for ourselves, and you don't want to get that punishment of getting stuck somewhere and you have a group of 10 people there and you fly into the anomaly. You better turn around and run quickly, because going in point, what is it, 01 space, low sec space, that's asking for a punishment at times. All right, there's the mission done, and I just made 76k ISK. Let me send myself back to my corporation, and that's the video for it. I just wanted to go over the basics, and let me click here, the basics of this game, the basics of fighting, because fighting matters. And if you guys don't know how to do it, or you guys are kind of afraid to get into the game because it looks complicated, it is complicated for sure, but once you get it, you get it. All right, guys, remember to like the subscribe button, the bell notification down below. Remember to become a part of my Discord, and become awesome, even though you already are, because you watch me on YouTube. And below that is my member link. If you want to become a member, help my channel out. If you have an ad blocker on, or you just want to help support the channel, it's either $2, $5, $10, or $20 a month. All right, guys, it's No One Shall signing out. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.